Have you seen each other naked?
That's hilarious.
Sophie Tukker, welcome and thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
That was such a smart idea just to create your band name from your first names. Who came up with it?
We're probably spent a couple months trying to find a name, and then ended up going with the most simple thing.
Yeah, we were trying too hard, so we just decided to stop trying.
Okay.
And then this happened. But it is smart, but it's also, people always think that it's one person.
I always think it's a
But
DJ.
Yeah, but we thought, we kind of knew that would happen, and we thought it was kind of, that's fine. We'll be a little mysterious.
Oh.
And then they'll figure out who it is.
Fair enough. Very good thing. Sophie Tukker, you are responsible for, in my opinion, the most catchy song of this winter. It's this one.
You are my best friend and we got some shit to shoot.
The song is called Best Friends. Is it really about best friends, or is there something like a hidden message because, like, oh, we have our own language and we know how to talk to each other? Or is there something else in the song?
It's purely about friendship. Yeah, I was on the phone with my best friend from college, and I was just feeling like this is the best thing ever. Just talking to someone for hours and hours and hours without necessarily even talking about anything. And so I came into the garage where Tucker was working on that beat, and I was like, let's write a friend song. And we did it.
Your Wikipedia says you are a New York-based musical duo. What does that mean? You live in New York now.
It just means we live in New York now. We moved to New York the day after we graduated Brown. I convinced Sophie to move to New York and start a band with me rather than moving to Brazil and going to teach yoga and dance.
That was your original plan.
That was my original plan, yeah.
Would be nice, though.
No.
Yeah.
Stop it.
No, I'm happy with our plan. Very happy.
Was it hard to convince her of creating and opening up a band?
It took me a couple days, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to talk with all my friends, all my family, try to figure out what to do.
And we weren't that close yet. Like, we weren't really friends. Like, we were working together already, but we weren't really close. So it was a lot for her to like just say, okay, I'll listen to this guy and go to New York.
I remember I actually reached out to friends that we both had in common that we didn't know that we both knew, because we were in such different worlds at college. But there were a couple of people that we both knew, and I asked them, I was like, okay, this Tucker guy, like, do you think this is okay that I just like ditch my plans and go
What'd they
start a
say?
band with him? This is Josephine. And she's like, definitely go do it.
Oh, yeah. Joss. Love Joss.
Shout out to Joss at this point.
Great lady.
If people only know the single Best Friend, which is playing on the radio a lot in Germany right now, it's really hard to guess which style of music you guys make, or how does a concert of you does sound like. How would you describe it? Like, what style of music is this?
I don't think we really fit into a genre necessarily, but, you know, it's a lot of house music elements. It's a lot of guitar-based. Sophie's singing. I sing a little bit. It's definitely dance music with a Latin vibe, West African rhythms, drums. It's really all over
It's
the
a
place.
really long word for genre, though. Yes, I
we try
understand
not
that.
to describe it genres, because then when
You
we
set
don't
yourself some
fit inside
borders.
of it, then we're
Yeah.
like, well.
Yeah, I mean, the next song we put out's probably going to be different than the last one, and it's always kind of like that.
I think that's kind of a people's thing. They just want to put things in boxes to make it easy to understand, but still,
So we're just going to take it out of the boxes and make it harder.
maybe that's the right thing to do. I checked your Instagram, and it seems like whoever has not been at one of your concerts till now has missed something big time. Like,
I
shit,
think
there's
so.
crazy parties you do there,
They're
right?
nuts.
This is
That's why
we're
we're like,
tired right
yeah,
now.
waking up still.
Because this is our 5th day, or we have 5 shows in a row in different countries, I think, the last 5 nights. And we get to these places and we're tired, of course, but we get so excited that there are these like sold out shows and there's people there and they deserve the crazy party we had the night before. So we have to give it to them. You know what I mean?
How much time do you spend with each other? Like, now you're touring, obviously quite a lot.
All
but
the
All
time.
the time.
all the time?
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Although we give different hotel rooms now.
Yeah.
We used to, because we were on such a budget for so long.
You shared
we
one
were
room.
like sharing, everything. And now at least we get like to sleep in our own spaces.
Have you seen each other naked?
That's hilarious. Probably inadvertently, but not like
Not like
Not
full
intentionally.
on.
we're not like, hey.
Do the helicopter man.
I'm not helicoptering at me.
Tucker's always going, Sophie, close your eyes. Sophie, close your eyes.
Okay, well, this is the answer I wanted to hear.
Like, what is going on in there?
Because now, as you two guys, you spend a lot of time together. The thing we're gonna do to close this interview is I'm opening up the jar of evil questions.
All right.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you questions about Sophie and the other way around. So we answer
Love it.
for one another.
Perfect.
All right. Now I just put some random evil questions in here, and I'm going to open it up now.
Evil.
Mix it and put something on. Hope
These better be evil.
Some of them are, everybody wants them to be evil, and as soon as they are evil, they get offended. You know that.
The last one was pretty funny.
Okay, so let's do the first thing. What does Tucker's ex say or think about him?
Evil.
That is evil.
If I were to guess, I
hiding.
would say she thinks that he is a really great guy and they're still friends, but she wouldn't date him for several reasons, including his lifestyle.
We'll take it.
That was so nice. Okay.
We'll take it.
Okay.
All right.
We just take it that way. All right. Okay, now you have to give it back in a very nice way. Okay, just be
No, I think I was just being honest.
That was good.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the most embarrassing thing Sophie has ever done in public?
I was going to say the time that she met this guy on a dating app and then talked to him for like a month while we were on the road every day. She kept looking at her phone giggling, and I'd be like, is that this guy that you've never met? And then she finally met up with him, and she was like, oh man.
A
she,
shitty
like-
day when you met.
No, it was
I think
actually
it was
fine.
fine.
I just needed someone to talk to.
Okay.
That was like
Jealous
not
of my
my
textings all the time, so she was like, I'm gonna go talk to someone too.
Okay, but that's all right. If that's the most embarrassing thing, it's just fine. Does Tucker owe anybody money? And if so, who and how much?
No, but people owe me money.
Yeah, true. Abel.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah?
Tucker his money.
Yeah. My friend Abel in New York, he owes me money because I bailed him out when he got his wallet stolen in Mykonos.
Oh,
And I'm still waiting for him to pay me back.
whoa. How much money was that?
Like a lot.
Okay. Like a lot?
Like more than
You usually...
I'm not going to stop asking him for it.
Fair enough. Okay. Sophie is only doing this when nobody's watching. What is that? Warm up your voice. And,
Yeah, she has the most embarrassing warm up before the show. She goes like this and her like stomach goes like
eat
I
it
don't
up.
even how do you do it?
I'm too full of apple sugar now.
Show them.
Wow, I'm really too full.
Whoa.
Hold on.
It goes like all the way in and
I
out.
just had so much liquid in my belly.
Oh, okay.
See, weird. I knew it.
Yeah, just do that. In
I don't do that in private though. I do that in public.
Okay.
She farts.
I do that in public too.
Farting in public? I don't think you should be embarrassed by farting. It's just
No,
funny. It's the
same.
biggest running gag of our life.
Tucker is like severely offended by it.
I'm not a big fan of farting.
Not? But you are.
Sure.
I think it's charming if the girl farts more than the guy because it's unusual and uncommon. So we have like a little bucket list for the next time you come here. Until then, all the best for the coming up shows. There's a busy time for you. And thanks for being here tonight, Sophie Tukker.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for having
having us.